For me, this is the best variant ng Yaris Cross. Pero I'm getting ahead of myself. Konting history muna tayo. Noong unang labas ang Yaris Cross last August 2023, sobrang hype na ito dahil sa kanyang hybrid variant na under 1.6 million lang. Pero on the side, maraming car journalists and I'm part of that crowd na nagsasabi while reviewing and actually buying an HEV variant na the V variant of the Yaris Cross is the best bang for the buck in its lineup. Pero ngayong 2024 na and the dust has settled, dumadami na ang Yaris Cross sa kalsada and even sa Yaris Cross owners Facebook group. One observation I had is mukhang mas marami ang bumili ng V variant compared sa HEV. Yes, merong G variant pero that's for a separate video na siguro. Going back to the topic, bakit nga ba V variant ang tingin kong best bang for the buck variant ng Yaris Cross? Quick answer is, mas mura kasi siya ng around 300,000 pero for the long answer, watch this video. Before I go on, kung mahilig ka sa Philippine car news and reviews, I would appreciate it if you can consider giving a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. I post one video a week sharing my thoughts and opinions regarding Philippine cars. Maliit na bagay yan para sa inyo pero napakalaking tulong yan para lumago ang channel na to so that I may also know the interests of the Filipino consumer. Looking at its front, kahit i-compare mo to harapan sa HEV variant, wala kang makitang difference. All LED ang mga ilaw neto, including the fog lamps. So that is a very good thing and looks like unti-unti na tayo nagpapaalam sa mga halogen fog lamps. Even while parked and turned off, pansin mo pa rin ang DRL or daytime running lights neto, which is aside sa nakapogi, it's a safety feature for other people you are sharing the roads with. Kahit umaga, may ilaw ka kaya mapapansin ka pa rin. So iwas aksidente. Speaking of safety features, kahit mid-grade variant lang tong V, meron na rin tong front camera sensors and front camera na ginagamit for its TSS or Toyota Safety Sense. I'll talk about TSS later, pero ang isang nagustuhan ko sa positioning ng TSS sensors dito sa Yaris Cross andun na siya sa likod ng rear mirror, doon sa loob ng cabin. May pros and cons yung positioning na yun, pero dahil wala na siya sa Toyota emblem sa harap, it means, pero wag naman sana, it means na hindi madadamage yung mga yun kung sakaling ma-involve ka sa front accidents at mawasak ang precious sensors nun. Looking underneath the hood, we see the 2NR engine na tried and tested na sa tibay dito sa Pilipinas. This is shared with other Toyota models we have in the country like the Rush, Avanza, Veloz, and Vios. So subok na matibay, subok na matatag. As for the power figures, meron tong max output na 105 horsepower and 138 Nm of torque. Hindi ganun kalakas to pero if you think about it, kung lagi ka namang nasa traffic sa kalsada, okay na to. Overtaking on highways might be a challenge and kailangang planuhin maigi dahil sa kanyang CVT transmission na while hindi ganun ka-engaging, at least pinapatipid nito ang konsumo mo sa gas. After all, kahit mukhang maangas ang design ng Yaris Cross, this is still an economy car. Here at the sides, it has 18-inch wheels and all 4 wheels have disc brakes na rin, which is again, same with its HEV variant brother. Black plastic body cladding surrounds its sides pa rin dahil yan ang look ng mga crossover Body paint on its door handles which I really like and may minimal and acceptable amount of chrome bits ang kanyang mga windows. As for the ground clearance, it has 212mm of it which is very high and very good for our roads. Na sa rainy season binabaha, sa summer season lubak-lubak, and kapag election season naman ginagawa. On its side mirrors, andyan ang kanyang repeating turn signal lights, map lamps or welcome lights na umiilaw kapag inunlock mo ang sasakyan. Configurable nga pala yun, and last but not the least yung kanyang side cameras for its 360-degree view as part of TSS. At the top, it has a shark's fin antenna and andyan at nakaabang na ang kanyang roof rails, nag-aabang na lang ng crossbar. Looking at the rear profile, kapag pinalitan mo ng Lexus badge to, baka may maniwala. Very modern na kasi. Pero seriously, wag nyo gagawin yun. Don't be a pretender. Similar sa harap, All LED na rin ang mga ilaw dito sa likod. Hindi ko alam kung it's a cost-cutting strategy ng Toyota para isa lang ang assembly line nila, pero at the end of it, we, the consumers, will benefit from it. May bump or protruding something sa ilalim, kaya nung una ko nakita to, akala ko nasa labas ang spare tire. Pero nasa loob pala yun and I will show later. In general, this looks like a modern car fit for our day-to-day. Andyan ang rear spoiler na stock na rin, dati aftermarket add-ons pa yan. Then rear sensors and reverse camera come standard na rin. I didn't see this before on mid-grade variants ng Toyotas like the Ease of old days. And looks like today is a good time to buy Toyotas kasi kahit mid-grade variants fully loaded na rin. As a cherry on top, or at the back, power tailgate with kick function na rin ang V. Multiple ways to open it, 4 ways ang pagkakaalam ko. Number 1, pwede mong buksan by a click on the button above the plate number like I did. Second is hands-free with a kick basta na sa'yo ang susi and unlock ang sakyan. Third is long press on the key fob button. Then last but not the least, long press din sa one of the buttons inside the vehicle. Similar sa other crossovers, spacious ang trunk space neto lalo na for its size. Plus, meron tong built-in removable and retractable tonneau cover to keep out the prying eyes kapag nakapark ka in public spaces. For more storage, merong may liit na side compartments on both sides of whatever small items na gusto mong ilagay sa likod. The only thing na pwedeng ma-improve pa dito is the donut spare tire. Sana full spare ang nilagay. Pero at least andyan yan in case you need it. Mas okay pa rin to for me kesa sa mga tire repair kit. Anyway, it is what it is, hindi naman pwedeng ibigay lahat at this price point. Entering the rear seats, soft touch materials ng sidings neto, lalo na the high traffic areas and the elbow rest, which is good for the passengers. At the bottom, andyan pa rin ang hard plastic materials which is okay kasi it means durable and madaling linisin. Bottle holders and some more spaces at the sides. Hindi pa leather ang sides pero at the least, the seats are leather na. Which according to Toyota are vegan leather. So, no animals was harmed during the process. Center armrest is also here with cup holders. 60-40 split ang upuan neto sa likod so kung may mahaba kang cargo, pwedeng itiklop ang upuan. And kung hindi naman ganun kalapad ang dala mo, pwede pa ang isa or dalawang pasero sa likod. Sitting here at the back, even me na 5'8" or 5'9" on a good day ang height and adjusted ang front seats to my driving position, okay pa rin naman ang legroom and height room. Kahit black ang headliner na I like, hindi naman masikip tingnan so safe for people na claustrophobic. Other amenities which are essential today for our country are the almighty aircon vents and 2 Type-C ports for charging gadgets. Now, on to the front seats. Similar sa likod, soft padded din ang sidings dito. You have the basic controls on the left side for your power windows, speed sensing door locks, and auto folding side mirrors. Looking at the lower left buttons, these are the same thing you get with the HEV, minus the EV mode button syempre. Auto leveling headlamp snub is still here and yung secret storage na tawag ko for certain trinkets or anikinik andyan pa rin. What is here sa V variant na wala sa HEV is yung paddle shifters. Really not a big deal for me kasi simulated lang to since the transmission is CVT. What is the same are the buttons on the steering wheel for instrument gauge cluster, its 10.1 infotainment screen na supported ang both wireless, yes, wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Aircon controls, traditional shifter, push to start button, electronic parking brake with auto hold, and a rather small storage space under the center armrest kung saan mo makita ang 12-volt power outlet. I find it really weird na ang liit nitong space na to, pero mukhang yun ang nasacrifice para sa 2 aircon vents para sa rear passengers. Gaya ng nasabi ko kanina sa simula, meron tong TSS or Toyota Safety Sense which are passive but advanced driver assist aids or ADAS. Yes, malaking tulong yung auto hold feature ng parking brake for stop and go traffic, pero hindi yun kasama sa TSS Ang gusto kong i-highlight na ADAS features are the 5 things which are 1. Adaptive cruise control for maintaining your speeds on the highways. 2. Rear cross traffic alert para kapag umatras ka, may tutunog kapag may na-detect na paparating na tao or sasakyan. 3. Blind spot detection monitoring na umiilaw kapag may sasakyan or motor sa blind spot mo and tutunog pa ngayon kapag gumamit ka ng signal lights. 4. 360-degree camera view para kapag magpapark ka on tight spaces, madali-dali ang buhay natin. And last but not the least is the pre-collision warning na tutunog kapag may mabangga ka na sa harap at pepreno for you to avoid it. Gumagana daw yung pag-brake nito at speeds of 30 km per hour and up. And to be honest, masaya ako dahil hindi ko pa napagana yan. TSS for me is a bargain sa totoo lang at this price point, which is the biggest thing for me, kaya nasabi ko na ito ang best bang for the buck across the Yaris Cross lineup. Kailangan mo nga lang maging extra careful sa paglalagay ng tint sa front windshield mo kasi hindi yun dapat natakpan ng tint. Else, magiging useless or erratic pa yun na baka pagmulan pa ng false readings and result to an accident. Lalo na yung pre-collision warning, may mga ibang vehicles from other manufacturers ako na nabasa at may phantom brake na tinatawag kaya nababangga sila sa likod at high speeds. Priced at 1,302,000 pesos plus 10k nga pala for the two-tone Scarlett SE for the V variant. I really would say na this is a fairly priced crossover for a Toyota. Yes, merong mga reported build quality issues like rattles, which I see and hear on social media, reported recall for its shock absorbers, pero at the end of the day, Toyota is doing its part by doing their customers right and implementing the recalls in the first place. That's it for this video. Kung may gusto kayong idagdag, put them in the comment section down below. So this is Kai, your driver but not so sweet lover na nagsasabing, keep calm, drive safe, and stay awesome.